You guys have all been here before. It's all about murder and death and beating up your fellow server people right in time for the season. Tis the season of death. Let me read out the scenarios here, or the I guess the rules, quote unquote. We're playing on 1.17. It is vanilla. The team size is 3v3v3 and so on and so forth. There's my team right there. We are favorites to win, right? Bacon. By the way, there's a pie, there's bacon, and there's beef. We're like a beef bacon pie. Is that what we are? Yikes. Team meat pie. The border is 2000 by 2000, all the way down to 80 by 80, and it shrinks to 50 by 50 from the start until 120 minutes in. I don't know what the 80 by 80 part is, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Golden heads are enabled. It'll craft 2 golden apples. The absorption is disabled. Tier 2 potions, there's just an agreement between everybody not to craft them. Okay. Horses are disabled. Flint and apple rates. The flint is 20%. 2% of leaves will drop apples. So 1 in every 50 leaves should drop apples, roughly. I mean, it's a percentage, so maybe none. Mining a gold block will yield 1 to 3 raw gold ore. Bookshelves for enchanting are disabled. Flame and fire aspect are disabled. If it's on your weapon, they don't burn when hit by it. Okay, so that's kind of weird. We don't have flame or fire aspect. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. Fire damage via lava or flint and steel is enabled. That's good news. Portal trapping is obviously not allowed. Strip mining is not allowed. And roller coastering is allowed. Then there's very specific things that it mentions about roller coastering. Anyway, let's get started. Good luck to everybody. May your swords be fierce and your voices be screamy.
Hello, my single solitary viewer, and welcome to VintageCraft UHC Season 10. And we've begun here, the players like Ancient Bunny right here of Red Team, getting their gear ready. I want to quickly teleport around the world if I can. After getting those starting commands set up to start their game, see if there's anybody that is in an area where they can find a village or a temple or something of that nature. What we have so far is mostly teams that are murdering horses. My goodness. No forgiveness. No forgiveness. Just cruelty all around. But by the looks of it, it's not. Oh well, some lucky teams are starting starting with boats already, and they've started in the swamp. I think maybe Ash was AFK, and the game started while they weren't aware of it. We're back to Tycho over here. Back to Egress. There's ABC over here and his team in the Extreme Hills, which is not the best starting place unless you want early stone tools like Dr. Ailer09 can manage right here. We just came back to the same player again. It's a random teleport, so sometimes it'll bring you back to the same place. But it's not looking like this map has villages or any big loot on... No, okay, I just lied. FNASAO just found the motherlode. Dave is getting all these books. And he's got the village. There's no armor here. But still, that's potentially a free brewing stand, I believe, in this house. No, not this one. No, I don't think there's a free brewing stand here. But I will undeafen, and my co-mate, Brodator, who has been instrumental in organizing this season, because I had technical issues on my side, and Brodator, who has a lot of experience hosting UHCs, came in for the rescue and made sure that while I was unavailable, things could happen smoothly and run a good game in 1.17. I will undeafen and let him chime in. Hello, Brodator.
Hello.
You just enabled your spec info. Is mine on as well, or?
No, I think it got reset, so you will have to do it.
Okay. Spec info on. Spec info on. There you go. And Ant is specking as well, though he's not in the call. So, Nassau found a village that gives his team the leg up early on for all those books, but it's not that huge an advantage. Any team that's able to make a few books from killing cows, such as these, and getting reeds, as you may found in this swamp, quite commonly, they're going to be able to have their books that they'll need. Mega Gran is leading the way with Krafve and Llama. And she's starting to have a little bit of experience of her own. In your opinion, Brodator, you actually are more familiar with some of these players than they may know. But you've actually compiled statistics for every single season of the VintageCraft UHC, and you kind of actually know even better than I do who the top players might be and who the top teams might be. I think some of us suspect that. Some of us suspect that Blugy is actually going to be a big threat.
Blugy can do well, but there's people who can kill him if they get the right gear.
Yes. Blugy is killable.
I was thinking the sun wasn't moving, but it's moving.
He's died in the past before. So my recommendation, if I were on a team and playing, it would be to tell the teams to explore somewhat close to the border on episode 1, because the world shrinks, and if there were villages, temples, ruined nether portals, things of that nature, and the border shrinks and gobbles them up, as you can see, the border, it doesn't close in very quickly, but it's going to close in on the course of the entire course of the game, and we're
gonna make early fight happen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I should probably, we didn't mention it, so I should probably broadcast to the world, broadcast. So I just informed the players of this fact because we forgot to mention it in the intro. And of course, Drailer notices that sleep is not something that should be a thing. If I TP myself 200, this is the exact center of the map, but I want to make sure that people know there is a nether portal right here. It links to the nether. And this is because with the shrinking border, there's so many chances that teams or players would actually, if they build up the first portal just anywhere in the world, that they could go out in the nether and then basically be stuck in the nether because of the shrinking border and be unable to return. Therefore, we decided that we would pre-generate a linked nether portal in the center of the map. That way the teams can just always find their way back, provided they have blocks to reach 0 in the nether. At the moment, of course, no team is there, so there's no need for us to...
I mean, light blue is right next to the portal.
They're next to the portal, but I don't think it's wise to go there while you don't even have armor or bow or anything. I think, or at least little gold booties or something. Because, again, this is in 1.17, so the piglins are there, the hoglins are there. Depending on what biome you end up in, you could get...
You need a gold piece, yeah.
Yeah, you could get attacked by some very nasty mobs. And Happy Clover here, who really dodged a bullet because due to last-minute dropouts, she was my teammate. And with last-minute dropouts, I'm not playing anymore, and I'm spectating. And that actually makes sure that, there's... Hopefully I won't be missing any kills. But Happy Clover does not know what she's doing. She's exploring. which is, as I mentioned, the thing to do on episode 1. We're back at the village where... No, this is not... Is it the same village? I think it might be a different village. It's not the same village that Finausau found. This village has a blacksmith over here. No, that's not a blacksmith. But that is the weirdest levitating house I've seen. This guy wanted the perilous house. A player has already collected the stuff in the chest, as you can tell from the little cobble bridge there they made. But
what you didn't mention about the nether portal stuff is that it's actually a bug in this version where the portal doesn't generate properly with the borders.
Yes.
So that's the main problem. Because normally the portal should like spawn inside the border if this isn't if all the portals are behind the border.
Yeah. Yeah, in previous versions, Minecraft would basically solve the issue of being outside the border more or less for you. This version, for some reason, it wasn't there. I don't know if that's going to be the same in 1.18 or
fixed in 1.18.
It's already fixed. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm hoping it's fixed, but we need to test.
Yeah, we're going to have to do some testing. Right here is another addition in 1.17. A goat. It is almost certainly not going to be relevant at all in this UHC. So I'm going to move out. Blugy has already found a mine shaft. And is he alone? No, his entire team is here and they're exploring.
It's taking damage to magma blocks.
Oh, that's magma blocks? Okay.
He's trying to get... Did you tell them about the gold blocks not dropping?
Yeah, Sten mentioned it, yeah. So what happens is there's some bastions in the nether, or a lot of ruined nether monuments that have gold blocks. And the gold blocks become so common in these new versions that we've decided to add a little script that when you mine a gold block, you get between 1 and 3 gold ore. So you don't get the entire 9, ingots from...
Taking damage to magma blocks, that's so funny to watch.
Are they not learning? Do they not know how to shift? What is happening?
They're struggling a little bit. And it's gonna be nighttime, so mobs.
So they were trying to get this ruined nether monument, and they really did a number on themselves.
If you do NFC jimmyjegs, you got free out of that. You got also a gap out of that.
Right, he should probably give it to his teammate because, but they have a golden little piece of armor, and that could enable them to go to the nether and not fear the repercussions from the piglins. There's still the hoglins to fear and many others, but at this point they should probably consider going caving. Now, Blugy's team has found a mine shaft that is a very important find because there's a chance that they might get, mine carts. They're going to get cobwebs and string rather easily, so they'll be well equipped in terms of bows and so on. Let me quickly see how else everybody else is doing. We've got Klob's team. They have decided to do some trading with the villagers.
Interesting. Yeah, that could actually work well for them.
And I think they're trading with a Fletcher, and they're hoping to get some bows. Yep, yeah, they crafted a fletching station, gave a job to a villager. I like these strategies where you have some players, compared to the players that you and I, Brody, are a little bit used to. We're used to some UHC experts or UHC veterans. Sometimes players that do a lot of SMP think outside the box.
This is This is actually from like watching players, like good players, usually players, in 1.17. There is a threat where you spend the entire game trading, and you just because in this version you can get diamond piece, so you can get full diamond from trading.
Yeah, if you level up a blacksmith, you can get.
Yeah, that is a strat actually. And that is why villager trading is disabled in this version, because those people, it's pretty easy to get and it's very OP. Because you just have you just need one teammate to do it and get the full diamonds.
Right.
And the other two can just go cave for the healing and stuff.
That makes sense. You've heard this strategy here now, and before next season, we're going to have to consider if you want to keep this strategy alive or not. So Beef Steam right here, they have come upon a deep, deep ravine.
And with 8 gold. Like you
Yeah.
got first gold of the game.
Yep, first gold. I don't know if... Yeah, Beef's team, if they manage to explore this cave, I think might eventually be able to get diamonds, but I don't think they will get there in time. The border is actually going to be coming upon them and limiting their access. So I think they're not going to find it because of the shrinking border. Can you quickly give me and Ant a night vision? If you don't mind, I think you know the command more than me.
Yeah, no, I'm doing it.
But Beef just took massive damage from a zombie. That is not a good start. That zombie was probably wielding a serious weapon there. Someone else fighting that.
Oh,
That's
that was
breakbeat.
Enderman damage.
Breakbeat. Oh my god, is stuck in this little staircase against the zombie villager.
TP to Nassau.
Now? Okay.
Yeah.
Nassau is...
Taco Kaizen just died there to an Enderman.
Wait, someone died?
Yeah, Taco Kaizen died to an
Oh, Taco
Enderman.
Kaizen, no! My goodness. Why would they do this to themselves?
That's what Endermen do. You got hit twice.
No, Endermen are very strong when you're still naked. Yeah, that is sad. Someone died in episode 1. It's the dangers of UHC. The team will live on, and they'll try to avenge them. I can't even see if it's so with the night vision. We can see so clearly now. But yes, it is indeed still nighttime. Creeper coming, and with the pro strats here of blocking the creeper in the staircase. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this this Welsh
Which
name.
one?
Incombatike.
Oh yeah.
I've always said Benedict Cumberbatch because
But that sounded decent. It sounded decent. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it sounded decent.
Yeah, maybe. It's a good guess. Your guess is as good as mine. It's one of those languages where the letters are just associated to random sounds, or so it feels like. Both of us here are actually native French speakers, so maybe we shouldn't be we shouldn't be too judgmental. Us French and the Polish and the Welsh and I've just weird words. That's just how it happens. So Swami on Blugy's team? Yes, okay, yes, Swami is here, and they're still exploring their mineshaft. I don't know if they've managed to get some. I didn't see any minecart chests wandering about, but
there's a cave spider moving around behind Blugy. Blugy's poisoned.
Oh, nice.
Being chased by cave spider. Oh, Drew's gonna get it too. Oh, unless you can block it.
Yeah, that is wow. Blugy down to 14 health. That is gonna be he's healing already, to be fair.
Get a golden apple and a 40 from a chest or something.
Yeah, most likely. Oh yeah, there's the minecart chest right here where they probably found it. So the high risk, high reward of the mineshaft, usually finding a mineshaft is really good, and normally it should be somewhat simple for most people, I will say, to avoid being poisoned, but sometimes, they just sneak up on you. And it takes a big toll on your health. But what height is this? Height 31. So if they keep going down, they should get to gold level, and there's sea gold right here, where they should be able to get more gold for apples, but they may not have the apples they need on them. The rest of their cave below them is probably going to be good enough to yield some good diamonds. I saw the diamonds right here, so provided they keep caving in that area, they're going to be set. All they need is to survive long enough to do it. Oh, Jimmyjegs has trapped an Enderman in a boat. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that strat before. Yeah.
It's a speedrunning strat. So if you watch some speedruns, that's how they kill Endermans to get in the end.
And Beef is getting closer and closer to death. Usually Beef has a good track record of living on and not taking too much early damage and making a good job of surviving until the end. But this is a difficult start for the Beefster.
Sponsored by the Flues Crew on Patreon.